And both these teams can go deep into their benches. Chris, what's it like to play on a stacked team? A team that has a huge number of players that can start in a lot of teams in the league but may have to come off the bench.
It just relieves a lot of the pressure. As starters, you want to try to get a lead or play well, and you hope the bench comes in and just holds off the next team or comes in with a nice pace. But when you're playing with a great team, you can actually hope that bench comes in and do better than you. You can actually hope that bench comes in and kind of raises the pace on that other team. But most importantly, what those benches do, and I know for me in Sacramento, they really keep the integrity of the team in practice every day because they're out there beating the A-team. So when they put on those special jerseys that everyone hates or has to flip their jersey inside out and go up against the starters, they're playing with that confidence that they play with every game. And so you have to be prepared in practice. And so it makes every day you get better, not just on the game day. So for me, being on those teams with great benches helps you more in practice every day, which sets a culture of winning more so than just in the games.
That's an excellent insight. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Lure and Drummond together down low. Jackson and Bradley are in the backcourt. And it's Harris in at the 3.
He gets the shot he was looking for, and he just can't bury it.
Here's Bradley. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
There you see why you want the ball in Jackson's hands as much as possible. He can clearly set the table.
Murray kicks to Harris. Jokic with his screen on Bradley. Dishes it to Millsap. Just 5 on the clock. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Jokic has got his first points in this one.
And making plays for others, one of the many ways Millsap can beat you.
Jackson kicks to Bradley. Pass to Drummond. The feed to Lure. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Murray with it. Millsap sets the pick for Murray. There's the dish to Millsap. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Now here's Jackson. Over in the corner. Lure. Drops in the tray.
Love seeing the offense run through the big man. Drummond with great vision and terrific feed.
Denver in the lead. Chandler outside. Millsap down low. We're covering. Pulls up on the wing. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
Well, that makes them 80% from the floor early on. Let's see how long they can stay this high.
The pass to Bradley. Drummond with a screen on Harris. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
A little bit of physicality from Bradley. Taking the knock, fighting through it to get the bucket, plus the and one chance.
And Avery Bradley won the national high school title at Findlay Prep and was considered a top 5 prospect. Some had him even at number 1, and still after one season at Texas, he fell to the Celtics at 19 in that 2010 draft.
One shot, mind the lanes.
That free throw good from Avery Bradley. And Bradley, a great athlete. He won the dunk contest in high school, terrific player, but he's not a big highlight player, it seems, in the NBA, Greg.
Yeah, you know, his strength and explosiveness more on display defensively, and that's been his meal ticket. He's added skill, though. He's turned the corner and has become a two-way threat.
Here's Drummond following the basket by Paul Millsap.
Drummond is just blossoming right in front of our eyes. Love seeing him sink the mid-range Jays.
Murray kicks to Millsap. Over Lure. That one a little long. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Harris. He shoots again. Drummond. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
I'm sure he thought that was good when it left his fingertips. Matter of fact, I know he did.
Harris dishes to Murray. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Millsap left side. Harris outside. High arcing shot. It doesn't go for him. And the Pistons now going the other way. Jackson with it. Picked up by Harris from the baseline. Here's Drummond. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap.
He keeps battling it. So far this quarter, he hasn't been able to get it going.
Now on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
And a name that a lot of NBA teams were in on this past offseason was Paul Millsap. His ability to shoot from outside and play in the post was wanted all over the league, and the Nuggets were the team ultimately that was able to land him.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That one misses for Paul Millsap. And for the Nuggets, Millsap, Greg, seems to be what they want in the four.
You know, he pairs well with Jokic and others on this team, gives them some shooting and rebounding, plus his overall versatility is what separates him. The Nuggets seem to jump out of nowhere to sign him, but when you look at things, it really does make sense.
And it's Lure with the rebound. The Pistons trailing. Outside Jackson. Harris outside. And here is Lure. Passes it to Drummond. And he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle too.
Now, one of the most physical players in the league doing his job. Doesn't bother Drummond. If he's got 3 guys on his back, 4 guys on his back, he's still going to score. The thought of what Andre Drummond could be down the road, I mean, really is just scary. I mean, he could dominate. If he just gets a handful of go-to moves on the post, you can't stop him. He's an offensive bully on the glass. Potential is there.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Hernan Gomez is checked in.
One shot. Mind the lanes.
Free throw, no good for Drummond. And with Drummond, as you said, Chris, he is still full of room to develop. You forget just how young he is as he's been in the league for so long already.
You know, he just needs to keep improving every year. And also, he's not in the offensive system. Their system, the coaching staff, the Pistons are not known as an offensive-type team. So he's going to have to get better in the summers and find his way along as time goes on. But he has an athletic skill set that you just don't see in this league anymore.
And he misses the go-ahead basket. For Denver, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Pass to Hernan Gomez. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Too many inches being given up in that matchup. I mean, he's had no chance of putting a stop to that layup.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good, Hernan Gomez.
And really the Nuggets, a stronger team than many had predicted last season. One area that troubled them was the defensive end. And when they would lose, it was usually by being unable to come up with consistent stops.
And the anticipation of Drummond is just remarkable. Seeing a gaping hole in the D and sending a message with the forceful throwdown.
Millsap sets the pick from her. Inside, stolen by Lure. Here's Bradley. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And for the Nuggets and their defensive issues, Greg, a lot of it stemmed from their lack of rim protection.
Yeah, and the inability to challenge shots in general, for that matter. And they also had problems applying pressure and forcing turnovers as a team, at the bottom of the league in terms of turnovers forced.
Now here is Harris, following the miss by Paul Millsap. Lure the screen. Bradley kicks to Lure. No good from outside. Nuggets have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. And again, Denver no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
To the middle. Drummond passes to Lure. Up again, and staying with the play, Harris. And the Pistons lead by 1.
But you got to respect how much Harris hustles out there. He earns every rebound he gets.
Harris kicks to Chandler. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Fires for 3. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now here's Jackson. He's covered by Murray. Lure dishes to Drummond. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Murray, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Millsap sets the pick for Chandler. Over Lure. Chandler's shot. Good. Chandler's got his first basket.
You know there's no way that's going to get blocked. He just has to rise up and drain it.
Jackson kicks to Bradley. Lure a screen on Millsap. Again, the Pistons score.
And you know what? That's something Bradley has really worked on, coming off screens and knocking it down.
Murray kicks to Harris. Feeds to Murray. Here's the screen. The 3. Denver gets it back. Here's Hernan Gomez. And at last, they get one to fall. Hernan Gomez has got 5. Now a timeout called by Detroit. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Kenneth Fareed's checked in for Chandler. Will Barton comes in for Harris. And Nelson is subbed in for Jamal Murray. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, many had high hopes for what Stanley Johnson could be in the NBA, but after a rough sophomore season, questions have been raised, C-Webb. The former 9th overall pick, the player of the year in high school in Los Angeles, a terrific freshman year at Arizona. He saw a major regression in many areas of his game.
Well, look, the NBA is a different level, and when you come in as younger as Stanley came in, you're going to have to figure your way out. He's with a great organization, great coaches around. He should improve with hard work.
First one falls for him.
And Johnson, the former Arizona Wildcat, certainly has a bright future in this league. The combination of shooting, speed, and length he possesses is just exciting.
And Johnson drops them both. And Chris, power forwards today shoot a lot more three-pointers. If you played today, I think you'd be incredibly effective in that role. How do you think you'd be in that role?
Oh, yeah, I think that that's something I would have definitely had fun and relished in. I did shoot threes a couple of seasons in Washington and was pretty successful at that, but the style of play was just so different then. Big men were asked to stay in the post, and there was a lot more work in the post, a lot more pressure on the big guy to get to the free throw line to wear down the defense. So the whole game was different then. The big men kind of ruled the game. Today it's a point guard's game, and so what's great is I'd have to step out to give the point guard a lot more room to drive, to take a shot blocker away, or because there aren't any shot blockers. And so I definitely would love to hang out in that corner and shoot that easy 3 or at the top after a pick and roll and pop right back. That would have been a lot of fun. Plus it would give you freedom, because when you can shoot that Jimmy like that and you got a nice wet jump shot, it allows that pump fake to work all day. So I would have pump fake a lot from that three-point line and dunked on a lot of people. So that would have been fun to have that freedom as they do today. Just like it's fun watching these young guys let it fly from that three-point line.
So it's Denver now, following the bucket by the Pistons. 14 feet away. Here's Fareed. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
The Pistons leading. Here's Galloway. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Nelson against Smith. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
The cleverness of Smith showing itself once again. Terrific at getting into the heart of the D and then cashing in.
Well, Ish Smith is a player who has been around the league a ton for a guy his age and his quality. He's suited up for 10 or so teams already in his career. But see, Webb, you watch him play, and he knows he can make an impact at the point guard position. Just ask his coach, Stan Van Gundy.
Well, think about it. The more teams you're with, the more you get to see different philosophies, different styles, play against different guys. So he's picked up confidence, and he's picked up knowledge across his journey throughout the NBA. I mean, Smith has a good enough mid-range game where you have to respect him. He knows where to look. He knows how to set up teammates, but make no doubt about it, it's Smith's quickness that is his greatest asset.
Now, here is Nelson. Millsap sets the pick for Nelson. He kicks it to Millsap. Over Smith. Again, Millsap missing.
Well, his stroke has not been what they needed it to be, but looks like they're going to keep going to him.
Galloway dishes to Smith. Back to Galloway. Marjanovic, a screen on Nelson.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Well, Langston Galloway, the undrafted guard out of St. Joseph's. Now, look, he flew under the radar on draft day, but has proven that he could be a rotation player in the NBA. Just a natural scorer at the point guard position.
2.
First free throw is good. And with Galloway, he can run an offense, but his main draw is his shooting and his ability, Chris, to create scoring chances. Very hard to contain at times.
And you like having that scoring punch he brings off the bench. Decent shooter from deep who can stretch a defense. Not really an efficient scorer, but he looks to act as a catalyst.
Now, here is Nelson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And taken away by Johnson. Fires from 14, and it falls over the rim and in. And the Pistons lead by 8.
Look at the playmaking ability of Johnson. Just such a gifted passer.
Barton kicks to Millsap. Plumlee with the screen. And so it's the Detroit Pistons holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
And through that first period, for me, their work on the glass has been the difference.
Well, it means extra possessions, and that's certainly reflected in the score right now.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. 8-point game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Pistons, we've got Johnson. Marjanovic is out there with Anthony Tolliver. Then there's Ish Smith, and it's Galloway in at the 2.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Marjanovic against Plumlee. Tolliver kicks to Marjanovic. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Smith. Offensive rebound. This is to Johnson. Smith, the pass to Galloway. Kicks it to Tolliver. He feeds it to Smith. He dishes it to Galloway. There's a screen by Marjanovic. They shoot again. That's tipped, and they get it back. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor. The Nuggets trail by 8. Nelson outside. Barton outside. Screen by Fareed. With the teardrop. Shot from 12. And Plumlee gets it to go on the assist by Barton. Plumlee's got his first 2 points.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Oh, come on. He's fluid from that medium range. He gets everything working together.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, Emmanuel Mudiay spent a year in China prior to the NBA rather than playing in college. A lot of people respect what he did while he was over there. He said, being in a foreign country, everything is different. It made me mentally strong. Now in the NBA, he said, you've got to have confidence because every point guard in this league can play. You got to keep that edge and be prepared at all times. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Mental fortitude is critical, especially when you're a young player in this league. Martin in the corner, launches it, craps in the tray. Martin's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pistons leading by 3. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Chris, you've been working as an analyst now for quite some time. Do you feel that how you view and enjoy the game has changed as you've transitioned from being a player on the floor to the booth?
You know what? I've learned a lot, and I've learned to look at the game a different way, but I look at the game the same way. I think the onus is on the player to execute what the coach and the GM puts out there for you to do, for you not to become a one-dimensional player, for you to improve in the summertime. That's the only time you can improve. And when you don't come back and you don't improve, it's obvious that you have the same glaring weaknesses that you had the year before. Even if you're not on a team that can compete for a championship, you want to make sure that you compete for a championship, that you compete for an all-star, that you compete to have your name out there. And so a lot of times we'll watch some of those teams, and I love seeing if they compete or if they laid it down early in the season. So, no, I would say that really what gives me an advantage is that the way that I looked at the game, and hopefully, you know, that gives me a unique perspective when I'm out there trying to talk to other basketball heads like myself.
Jokic has checked in for Kenneth Fareed. He hits both from the stripe.
Well, you know, the Pistons have made some great trades to round out the roster. A lot of their rotation has come via trade. I mean, when you look at what Stan Van Gundy has done with this team.
Now, here is Nelson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs. And last season, how about the jump to true stardom that Jokic was able to make? There was a stretch where every game he just looked more and more incredible. Truly gave this team, I think, a franchise player in the blink of an eye.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good. Jokic. And for so many fans, Greg, of Jokic, it wasn't a surprise to see his play blossom last season.
And boy, did he. Jokic is so skilled for a big man, having played point guard growing up, still very young and looks to be a star for a long time.
He's perfect from the line this time.
What an advantage for a big man to have, that smooth stroke at the line.
Detroit leading by 3. Galloway kicks to Marjanovic. To the right side. Here's Kennard. Martin defending. Detroit, no good that time either.
He gets the shot he was looking for, and he just can't bury it.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Back to Nelson. Outside Millsap. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Oh, look, he's got to find better looks, or he's never going to pull out that funk he's in tonight.
Galloway dishes to Johnson. back to Galloway. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Here's Galloway, guarded by Nelson. Offensive rebound, Marjanovic, and he uses the glass on the layup. Marjanovic has got 4 this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Nelson outside. Millsap a screen. Here's Jokic. A three-pointer, no good. Pistons leading by 5. Galloway, the pass to Marjanovic. They get a hand on it. Now here's Johnson. Pass to Kennard. The feed to Galloway. Johnson the screen. To the inside. And that one's good. Marjanovic. And it's a 7-point Piston lead.
But if you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
A dish now to Barton. To the paint. And no good. Great D that time from Johnson. Now Detroit moving it up. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's just a solid play by Johnson, sensing the physical defense and going right up into him with the shot.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
At the line for 2.
Two shots.
And the first one drops. And when the Nuggets are clicking on offense, Greg, they are a joy to watch.
You know they are, and one reason is because they're one of the better passing teams in the league. And right near the top in terms of assists per game last season. And all players on this roster at all positions look to make that extra pass to get an easy bucket.
So Johnson hits 2 of them. Chris, there have been some great 6th men on the teams that you played with, but right now, who do you feel are some of the best of the bunch coming off the bench and in the NBA right now?
Well, 2 of my rookies, 2 guys I got to play with, Andre Iguodala, I think he's always going to be kind of that perennial top for 6th man of the year. He and another guy that was a rookie with him, and that's Lou Williams. He can just get buckets at any time that he needs to. And you look at a guy like a Patty Mills coming off the bench for the Spurs, and you don't have to necessarily do with volume or with quantity, but it's also your quality of minutes. And I think that Patty Mills is someone that can definitely light it up in a flash. And these 3 guys, anytime you have them coming off the bench for you, you're going to have some firepower.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. And Chris, as you grew up a Piston fan being born in Detroit, which Piston were you the biggest fan of when you were growing up?
Oh, wow. By far, Isaiah, no question. Isaiah was the heart and soul of that team, a guy that was smile, but had the heart of an assassin that wanted to play and use everything that he had to get a win out of every game. The best small guard, in my opinion, the game has seen. His handles, his leadership. He was just a Chicago kid trying to make it. And then, of course, Joe Dumars and the fact that, he was just so solid, such a great guy for the community, such a heck of a 2-guard out there, a defender, a guy that can spread the floor. And, of course, Bill Laimbeer, his physical play. Bob Lanier, my man Rick Mahorn, Adrian Dantley, Mark Aguirre. I could keep going. Chuck Nevitt even was a Piston for a while.
Now here's Jackson following the miss by Jokic.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jump.
For the 3, Chandler. The offensive rebound. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Pistons ball.
The Pistons on offense. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Jackson kicks to Harris. The pass to Lure. Here's Drummond. And the shot goes in. Drummond's got 10 points in the game.
Well, Kevin, when Drummond gets positioned in the post, he's a surefire scorer. The D throwing everything but the kitchen sink at him, and he still makes the bucket.
Now here is Harris. Jokic with his screen on Harris. That doesn't go either for Chandler.
And they just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, trying to recapture momentum. When the tide's running against you, very difficult to do. What do the young kids say today? Ride that wave.
So it's the Pistons now. Wilson Chandler unable to get his shot to go. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
And you love the effort, just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Well, some of that, too, is just setting the tone by being aggressive. You need guys like this on your team.
And the Pistons making a change here. Bradley's checked in. Off the inbound, and there's the nice layup by Drummond. Drummond's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And watching Andre Drummond play, he's really just an old school type center. I mean, he eats up space in the middle and finishes plays in close. Not a skilled guy who can pull a defender away from the basket.
And with Drummond, he does play like towering centers of decades past.
Yeah, I mean, he isn't great at moving the ball around or hitting shots from range, but his size and athleticism are elite and one of the best rebounders in our game.
Now, here's Jokic. Chandler kicks to Jokic. The 18-footer is right on the mark. He has 6.
There's no lack of aggression on his part. When he's got the chance to score, he'll take it.
Drummond a screen. Jackson dishes to Lure. Pistons passing it around. Drummond with a screen on Chandler. Jumper off the screen. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And the Pistons lead by 17. Denver's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Here's Jokic. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 8 points for Jokic.
Fantastic rhythm on that mid-range jump shot. You can't give him space from there.
Jackson kicks to Bradley. Lure the screen. Shoots off the screen. Bradley can't get it to go.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
They get the rebound. Hernan Gomez. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start. Pistons leading by 13. Drummond a screen. Outside Jackson. Lure the pass to Harris. Lure sets the pick for Harris. Shot clock at 5. A 3 from Bradley. Bradley with another miss. The Nuggets shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. The shot by Chandler, wide open. No good on the triple.
It's clear this just isn't his night. I mean, if they're going to keep him on the floor, I think his best role would be to be a decoy.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Have to enjoy seeing Murray jam it down. His vertical is very impressive.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Now here's Jackson. Lure can't hit.
As he continues to rack up the misses from three-point range, he still appears undeterred. He's going to keep firing from out there.
Harris against Drummond. On the wing, Harris. And it's sent back by Drummond.
And shooters have to be careful when Drummond is roaming nearby. He is a defensive menace who takes his shot blocking very seriously.
Kenneth Farid's checked in for Nikola Jokic. And Detroit with a change here, too. Smith checked in for Jackson. Here's Harris. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Harris has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Denver. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Smith dishes to Harris. Pass to Lure. To the inside. Looking to end the drought. Some solid defense from Fareed. Denver's gone 1-6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Pass to Chandler. Fareed setting the pick for Chandler. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake.
Now, he doesn't look like himself right now. Nothing is going his way.
Drummond a screen. Drummond with a screen on Harris. Randley kicks to Lure. Pistons keep it alive, and that one's good. Drummond.
He's been in control here tonight, helping them get in front with his work from the field.
Now Murray. Chandler up top. We're covering. Chandler, no good.
He has not recorded 1 point so far this quarter, which is nothing but bad news for his squad.
And that one goes long. The Nuggets trail by 11. Murray the pass to Chandler. There's the screen. Harris outside. Off with the layup. And so it's the Detroit Pistons. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Jameer, what needs to change in the second half?
I mean, we got to obviously keep them off the offensive boards. We're making a lot of mistakes, a lot of careless mistakes, things that we could change. But it's up to us to change them. Coach can't draw up something on that board that's going to change that. We have to come with effort, but we have to play smart. We can't go out there and lose our mind when we're trying to play hard.
Definitely need to pick it up. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime
Ernie
Show.
Johnson here. Got Shaq, got Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you back to the halftime show on 2K Sports. It was Andre Drummond who got hot in the first. He had 14 points, 10 rebounds, and 1 assist. Taking a look at the Pistons, Shaq, what did you think?
Well, Kenny knows about this. I used to do this to his team all the time. Take advantage of you down low. Mismatch, barbecue chicken alert, make good entry passes. That led to some good looks, obviously a lot of points. When you control the paint, Ernie, you control the game. I was the master of controlling the paint. Shaquille.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Denver?
Well, obviously, they didn't show up on the glass at all. They were getting outworked, out-hustled, and outplayed. And their competition showed just the opposite. They wanted it more. You can't give up a ton of extra possessions in a game like this and expect to win.
And that wraps up halftime as the game is set to get back underway. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan and crew, standing by courtside.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Andre Drummond has been sensational.
Yeah, and the fact he's posted a double-double with about half the game left to play, that's impressive.
Well, it comes down to talent, it comes down to hustle. He's shown both in a big way so far.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Chandler at small forward with Millsap the 4. Murray and Harris in the backcourt, and it's Jokic in its center. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And Stan Van Gundy, known for being one of the more demanding coaches when it comes to defense. He doesn't care who you are. If you're not giving it your all on the defensive end, you're going to find yourself on the bench.
Well, he's clear with what he wants and what he expects, and, you know, when you step on the floor.
Here is Harris. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. On defense, the Pistons. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. And the Nuggets making a change here. Nelson's checked in. And Denver has possession, trailing by 10. Jokic a screen. Here's Harris. Yep, that one goes in there. Harris has got 5 points in the quarter.
That's the way to attack. Get it into the post and go to work.
Jackson dishes to Lure. Back to Jackson. Lure the screen. Jackson with it, and it's Nelson picking him up. In the corner, it's Harris. 6 to shoot. A baseline J. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. The Nuggets trail by 8. Chandler kicks to Harris. Nelson outside. Feeds to Millsap. Shoots over Bradley. That shot no good. Good D by Drummond. Bradley against Harris. Jackson from long range. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Harris kicks to Nelson. And he makes good on his first shot of the game. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Jackson kicks to Harris. Dishes to Lure. He feeds it to Drummond. Over Jokic. And it's sent back by Jokic. And he's able to get it back. And yes, it's good. The Nuggets trail by 8. Harris outside. Jokic a screen. Harris passes to Millsap over Drummond. Here's Jokic. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Jokic has got 10 points in the game.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
And Lure kicks to Jackson. Drummond sets the screen for Jackson. Harris against Chandler. Trying his luck deep. Harris misses.
What a battle for that rebound there. He did an outstanding job in getting position and hauling that one in.
Nelson dishes to Harris. Millsap passes to Nelson. Bradley against Harris. Millsap a screen on Lure. Stolen by Lure. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Bradley. Second chance shot, and the nice bucket inside from Lure. He has 5.
He lives for these type of battles on the boards. It doesn't matter which end of the floor it is either.
They set the screen. Jokic sets the screen for Harris. Misses the 3. Pistons leading by 8. Harris outside. He kicks it to Jackson. Out to the right wing. Lure. And it's off from 3-point range.
He's trying to help him add to this lead, but he just can't find his touch.
And the Nuggets over the past few seasons have done a great job as an organization of collecting talent.
And with that steady approach, they've been able to develop a star with Jokic. The Nuggets took a very disciplined approach to building this team, and you can see the depth they enjoy, and it all starts with the job this front office has done.
Now, here's Bradley, following the shot by Jameer Nelson.
And you know what? While Bradley is focused on shooting more threes and less two-point jumpers, I mean, when you're feeling it, you got to let it fly, guy.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. The last season for Reggie Jackson, he just couldn't get back to full strength. Missed a lot of time, Greg, as you know, with that injury to start the year. And even when he returned, his legs wouldn't cooperate and give him his usual burst and acceleration.
Yeah, and you can see it in Jackson's performance and really the numbers. Steep drop in production from what he had been putting up and very dependent on his burst. So hopefully he can avoid any leg troubles moving forward.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Nuggets. Martin comes in for Harris. Nelson kicks to Plumlee. Moment here now for an injury report. Now let's check in with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge to see how Jamal Murray's doing. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, I just talked with Denver's head athletic trainer. He said he turned his ankle, and it is definitely starting to swell up.
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Fingers crossed, and hopefully it's nothing but good news from now on when David gives us updates on him.
Here's Plumlee, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here is Tolliver. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Galloway, and it's Denver with the rebound. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Martin passes to Jokic. And again, Denver no good. Here's Kennard. Millsap covering. Kicks it to Galloway. They set the screen. Marjanovic, a screen on Nelson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 8-footer. Galloway, no good. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Millsap left side. Good on the three-point shot. Millsap's got it back down to within single digits for the Nuggets. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
The three-pointers just continue to flow.
There's Galloway. Martin defending. Galloway dishes to Tolliver. Here's Kennard. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And taken away by Johnson. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance over Millsap. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup. Marjanovic has got 12 in the game.
Oh, you have to love the commitment from Johnson on defense, swiping at the ball and coming up with big steals thanks to his length.
Yep, it goes, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Plumlee. Detroit's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. They set the pick. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Chris, growing up a fan of the Pistons, did you have any particular moment that sticks out to you about this franchise?
Oh, so many moments. Isaiah Thomas winning MVP in the All-Star game. So many moments. Joe Dumars playing great defense on Michael Jordan, sweeping the 1989 finals. That was our first time. And in high school, I remember we had these little pocket TVs that one of my friends had. And we actually got to watch the game as the Pistons played against Portland. So, of course, I have many memories. You want some more? I keep going on and on and on and on.
That free throw, no good for the Nuggets. Fareed's checked in for Jokic. Hernan Gomez comes in for Plumlee, and Murray's subbed in for Jameer Nelson. And a switcher also for Detroit. Smith has checked in. He doesn't get the second one.
Usually ugly trip to the line for him. Rarely do you see that.
And there's the feed to Murray. Screen by Fareed. Murray kicks to Millsap. 11 feet away. That shot misses. Now the Pistons take it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. Smith the pass to Marjanovic.
Watch outside.
Count that as his 7th field goal in 10 tries. He's shooting a very good 70%.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Well, look, the sheer size of Boban Marjanovic is something that can intimidate even the tallest centers in the NBA. He's a legit 7'3" and comes in at least 290. Seemingly impossible to move him at times down low on the block.
Now here's Barton. Outside Millsap. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And to illustrate the size of Marjanovic, when Joel Embiid first checked into a game against him, he is visibly in awe of the size of Marjanovic. And Joel Embiid is a 7-footer.
Well, make no mistake about Boban, though. He is much more than a big body. He has a nice floater, a great turnaround jump shot, great at shooting from the free throw. I mean, good awareness. He might be the best 7'3" passer in the league.
And that one misses.
Yeah, it's really incredible when you think about the evolution of Millsap's game. This is a guy who was a second rounder that's turned himself into a perennial all-star.
Good on the second free throw.
And when you talk about just a natural basketball player, I think you got to envision a guy like Paul Millsap. He just does it all. He's got the skill level and versatility at that power forward position. And in this league today, you have to be able to impact the game the way he does.
Now here's Marjanovic. 14 points for him. It's good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Millsap a screen. Barton kicks to Millsap. Fires top of the key. They get it back. Off with the layup.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
Barton kicks to Murray. Back to Barton. They set the pick. He dishes it to Murray. Fareed, a screen on Smith. 5 on the clock. Releases from 15. That one's in there. The Detroit lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Paul Millsap. And you look at all the different things that Paul Millsap does for you on the court, Greg. Don't forget about the defensive end of the floor, too.
Yeah, great point. And an all-defense selection. One of the great big men in league history in terms of getting steals. Just unbelievable hands. And you know what? He epitomizes consistency when you look at the course of his career. Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Millsap a screen. Murray kicks to Millsap. Millsap sets the pick for Barton. Pass to Murray. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut to just 9 on the basket for Murray. Detroit's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Smith kicks to Tolliver. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Out to Smith. To the middle. Marjanovic down low. Hernan Gomez covering. Marjanovic, no good. In the corner, Murray with it. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. Murray's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Nuggets. Marjanovic, a screen on Barton. And there's the pass to Kennard. 2 points. That one goes. And the Pistons lead by 8.
Look, that's playing inside out, simply taking what the defense gives them.
Millsap a screen. Barton outside. Now here's Millsap. Tight defense on him. For 3, Murray. The rebound by Marjanovic.
And they continue to control the glass.
Kennard, the pass to Galloway. Connects from three-point range. And now it's an 11-point Piston lead. And so it's the Detroit Pistons holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now let's take a listen to Stan Van Gundy on a recent huddle.
They're not going to walk it up the floor. Even when we score, they're running it. You do not have a chance to relax. The only place you can relax is here.
Stan Van Gundy getting his guys in their break, in their huddle moments ago. Only when they're in the huddle, though. Otherwise, it's go time. You can say catch your breath, but then get back out there and compete.
Well, they're getting challenged by the pace of this game. For their best results, they need to do everything just a little bit quicker.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth, Jackson and Bradley are in the backcourt. Lure and Drummond together down low. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. But they get it back. There's the pick. Harris outside. Now the dish to Chandler. That's tipped. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Chandler's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Nuggets. Drummond sets the screen for Jackson. Harris against Chandler. And Lure kicks to Drummond. The shot, Jackson trying to break free. Some solid defense from Fareed.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Murray with it, now guarded by Bradley. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Lays it in off the breakaway. And the Pistons lead by 11.
Oh, man, and Jackson is terrific at playing both ends of the floor, and his trademark quickness really putting forth a great effort on defense to come away with that steal.
And that replay presented by Under Armour showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another Unleash Chaos moment. On the wing, Chandler. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Off target from the baseline. Pistons leading by 11. Here's Jackson. The teardrop falls in. Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, you love when Jackson comes up with the floating J. The way he shoots, it makes it impossible for the D to do anything about it.
There's the pick. Chandler inside the line. And another miss by Denver.
I don't care who it is. You can't leave him wide open from that range.
Lure can't hit. Nuggets have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Murray kicks to Hernan Gomez. Back to Murray. Fareed outside. Lure against Chandler. Denver keeps it going. A new 24-second shot clock. Murray with it. Picked up by Harris. Here's Chandler. Cans the shot from the wing. Here's Jackson. Pass to Drummond. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
Drummond is a rebounding beast who eats glass for a living. Can't keep this guy off the boards.
And while most teams are moving in the direction of attacking from three-point range or inside, Greg, this Pistons team will still look to make a living in the mid-range game.
Yeah, and the Pistons right at the top of the NBA in terms of the highest percentage of their points coming from the mid-range. Almost 20% of their points coming from that area. You have to play to the strengths of your team, even in an ever-evolving game right now. That's where their bread is buttered.
Free throw good, Drummond. Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And the basket by Harris.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Harris passes to Jokic. Rebound, Detroit.
Even with the miss, that's a jumper he'll keep taking as long as they keep leaving him open.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Juan Hernangomez.
Mason Plumlee.
The Nuggets trail by 14. Jokic a screen. Murray with it. Lures there. Looking to get it going. Plumlee, a shot, no good. The Pistons go the other way with it. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Bradley's got the ball.
Yeah, again, just a lackluster transition defense.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. Harris against Harris. Jackson kicks to Harris. Feeds it to Lure.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Wow, Drummond is one of the top rebounders in the game. You have to put a body on him, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, just to prevent him from coming away with a second chance opportunity.
And that one's good, Jokic.
The floater's a tough shot, even when you're that close to the bucket.
Jackson with it. Right wing. And Lure wide open. He shoots it. His three-pointer's off the mark.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Bradley against Harris. And Plumlee kicks to Murray. Jokic on top. 5 to shoot. For 3, Harris. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Harris missing again. The Nuggets trail by 17. Wide open look here for Murray. Off target from three-point range.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need.
Now Harris, after the missed 3 from Reggie Jackson.
So important to have good.
And here is Murray. Plumlee sets the pick for Murray. Rebounded by the Pistons. Drummond's got his 16th rebound on the night. Harris kicks to Bradley. He feeds it to Drummond. Over Jokic. And it's Drummond missing.
Yeah, good interior D there. Prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
Bradley kicks to Jackson. And that one drops for him.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Harris outside. And Plumlee kicks to Murray. Denver passing it around. Here's Jokic. Good D by Drummond. Detroit leading by 19 points. A baseline J. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Chandler outside. Here's Jokic. The Nuggets with another miss.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Jackson dishes to Drummond. Puts it up from 12 with the putback. And Drummond is right there. Drummond's got 7 now in this quarter.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Now, here's Jokic. And he makes good on the layup.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
And the Pistons with possession here. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Jackson passes to Harris. Lure against Plumlee. Back to Harris. Jackson kicks to Drummond. Outside Bradley. Dishes it to Harris. They grab their own miss. Tries again. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Okay, I see Drummond's offensive game starting to evolve a little bit. He's learning how to trick the D with a nice pump fake.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Millsap's checked in, and the Pistons making a change here as well. Langston Galloway's checked in for Reggie Jackson. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Millsap misses.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jumper.
Here's Galloway. Drummond a screen. Galloway dishes to Drummond. Wing shot on the way. And the shot falls short this time. The Nuggets trail by 21. Over in the corner, Chandler. No good on the triple. Detroit's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Drummond sets the screen for Harris. Back to Lure. Galloway kicks to Bradley. Now the feed to Drummond. Over Millsap. Drummond with another miss. Denver's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Murray. It's hauled in by Harris.
Well, Kev, I'm not sure if it's because he's shooting on the opposite side of the floor this half, but he just can't buy a bucket.
Wants to get it to Lure and does. Millsap with the steal. Chandler the pass to Harris. Back to Chandler. Sinks that one from the post. Chandler's got 6 in the quarter.
Strong move with the soft finish. Maybe someone on defense wants to step in next time.
Galloway kicks to Harris. Harris against Bradley. Pass to Galloway. Tries to snap the cold streak. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
The Nuggets trail by 19. Now here's Murray. Here's Jokic. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. The Pistons shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Pistons.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Andre Drummond.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Here's Bradley, following the score by Jamal Murray. Bradley dishes to Drummond, makes it off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 19.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
Wow, this is just a huge road win. These guys banded together. Just an awesome performance.
At the line for your Nuggets, Wilson Chandler. Taking 2 shots.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
First one falls for him. Big group substitution here for Denver. Plumlee, he's checked in for Jokic. Fareed comes in for Paul Millsap. Will Barton, he's checked in for Harris. And Jameer Nelson is subbed in for Jamal Murray. Both good from the line that time. And so it's Detroit with the ball. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Marjanovic, a screen on Nelson. Smith, the pass to Marjanovic. Goes up to the stripe. Barton with the rebound.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision-making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
Here's Chandler. And again, Denver no good. Now Smith. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long, everyone.